not watching Best for View TV.
What's good? What's good? Who you got on Best Point TV today?
Big Steeze in the motherfucking building. The east side of Niagara Falls, New York. Represent.
Niagara Falls, that's where you from, right?
Yes, sir. Niagara Falls, New York. Not Canada. Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, this is Niagara Falls, Canada?
Yeah, a lot. When I tell people, if you just say Niagara Falls, they be thinking I'm from Canada.
I ain't never knew there was Niagara Falls, Canada, but that's because Niagara Falls,
It connects. Yeah,
it connect. How far? So how long would it take you to get from Niagara Falls, New York to Niagara Falls, California? Like drive?
To Niagara Falls, Canada?
Yeah.
It's like as soon as you cross the border, because it's all the falls connects. So, like.
So you could go there. So you could work in Niagara Falls, Canada, and live in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They commute every day.
That's crazy. So how they pay taxes? Like
I have no idea. They might gotta pay both, or they might get like exempt on one of them.
I swear to God, I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah, and I just say Niagara Falls. People be like Canada. I'm like, nah, New York, upstate New York.
Where? So Canada could be considered upstate New York too, a little bit, right?
That's what some people think, but you gotta go across that border.
Where? No, I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna lie. So we got Big Steeze on Best Movie TV today, right?
Yes, sir.
What's good, Brody? How you been?
Ain't shit, another day, same shit. Just got back off this tour. Trying to get these singles together, you know.
We're gonna get into that a little bit later. For me, give these people a little bit of background about you. Who is Big Steeze? And how'd you come up with your name and all that? A little introduction.
Okay, first off, Big Steeze, Niagara Falls, New York, specifically the east side. Born and raised, born downtown, went to school there my whole life. I got my name about early high school. I honestly was looking for different words for swag, because I knew niggas that like called themselves swag.
Right.
So I stumbled across Steeze, which so happened to basically mean the same thing. It's like a shorten for style with ease.
So it's shorten for style with ease?
Style with ease, exactly.
Okay.
So it's like a compound word type shit. So I used to call myself Steeze Champ, and then I started rapping, and people didn't want to say Steeze Champ, so people just started calling me Steeze, so I ran with that.
Right. So how was life growing up for you? Like, what were you into? Like, did you always have the love for rap, or was it something else before that?
I mean, it wasn't bad, it wasn't beautiful. It was the same old shit, you know, coming up story. I was into video games, outside a little bit, trying to stay out the way, but you know, you dip and dabble and whatnot. Video games, ride my bike a lot. That's pretty much it. I started rapping when I was maybe like, like, I've been writing rap since I was like 10 years old.
Right.
Like, I used to battle rap my cousin in the living room and shit. But he used to steal niggas' raps. That's why nigga used to beat me all the time, and then like a couple months later we'd be watching YouTube and he'd forget he said the rap and show me it. Like, nigga, you alright, you think you sick.
Yeah, he did that one. There's a video that was viral on the internet a couple years ago. It used to be like, it was some Asian female rapper. Remember they was
she was honey cocaine. Yeah, she was honey cocaine shit. That's what he used to honey cocaine me every day. I'm like, oh, this nigga nasty. This nigga using YouTube raps and shit. But anyway, after that, I started rapping in my mama's basement, probably like 8th grade. Once I got my first laptop, I went to Radio Shack and bought a snowball mic. It's like a little mic with a little tiny stand on it. And I've been rapping since like 8th grade, like 13.
But so was you like, you know, when you first rapping and shit, right? And you learned everything by yourself. Was it an easy process? Was there times you wanted to give up? How was that shit like recording yourself?
I mean, when I first started, it was just like, it was something new and it was something to do. It was really something to keep myself in the house type shit. Cause niggas was getting older. Niggas was starting to go to jail. Some niggas was getting shot and shit. So I'm like, let me just
find a way to stay in the crib.
Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly, stay safe on some real shit. So got my mama's basement, and it was just new. It was like, okay, this is something I could do. I could express myself with it. It's just me down here. And I could take my time at my own pace.
Right.
So I basically taught myself how to do that shit. It wasn't the best. It wasn't good. But it was me in the basement doing it. You know what I mean? Putting my mixtapes out on SoundCloud and shit. So I did that for a couple of years.
So let me ask you this. When you was doing all that, you said you was 13, right? When you first started?
Like 13 to 15.
Okay, so you know, every kid's dream is to be a rapper at that, or be a basketball player or football player, right? What was the like reaction you was getting in school?
I mean, at first, I thought I was gonna be like Lil Wayne. I'm like, that 2 years, I'm up. Somebody gonna find me. I'm in my basement. You know, you think somebody's just gonna come knock on the door one day because they heard your raps on the internet. That's not really how it worked. But when you're a kid, you got that disbelief, like something's just gonna happen one day.
Right.
But as far as in school and shit, I mean, I was playing it for my friends and shit. Everybody was listening to it. I was growing myself, but I wasn't pushing it as hard as I probably should have been. Now that I look back on it, because I was just having fun with it at the end of the day. Like, it was fun, and like I said, I felt like I wasn't like, I was just in the music. I wasn't thinking of the business. I thought somebody was just gonna hear it and come knock on my door one day.
Right?
Yeah. Like with $1 million contract. That's not how this shit
go on,
works.
tell you junk.
Exactly.
That's how we all think it is. We all think like when people be looking at it, they think, oh, you make a song, you up to YouTube or SoundCloud.
Exactly. Leo Cohen go hear this shit.
They think it's easy like that. It's an easy process the whole time. This shit could drive you crazy. You gotta go to the studio, you gotta come up with a song that you feel like everybody like. You might not even like your song after listening to it a couple of times, bro. Then you gotta get people then you gotta find a way to get new fans and shit like that. Then you gotta it's hard to get support and shit like that.
Right. Then you gotta, it's 1 million uploads a fucking minute. You gotta cut through all that shit. Like, it's a lot going on now.
So the God.
It made it a lot easier for people to make music, but now it's a lot harder to break through because everybody can make music.
Right. That's a good conversation. You feel me? How do you feel about the industry not like being so like? I wouldn't even say like it's saturated. It's saturated, but like I feel like it's more saturated with bullshit. Like and like you gotta have kind of an image instead of just have great music. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's a couple ways you could look at it. Like, okay, back in the day, it was literally more expensive to make music. Like before, you could upload your shit on just your computer. You needed a reel. You had to pay for the reel. You had to find a real studio that could support all of that. Pay them for their time. Find somebody who knew how to work the computer and all that. Pay them for their time. You had to damn near be signed to even get your foot in a studio to record music.
Right.
Niggas used to have thousands of raps and not have one song.
Right.
Now, I can make a song in my pocket. Like, I could go on my phone and make a song and upload it to Apple Music.
Right.
So, it's a give and take. Like, back then you had to be stupid nice to damn near even make a song. At the same time, it's always been gimmicks and it's always been bullshit.
It's always been bullshit.
Exactly. Like, niggas act like your parents wasn't listening to some bullshit.
I'll cry. Okay, so how did you go about? Cause you said you started rapping at 13, and you a little bit older now, right? How were you able to adjust to like the what's going on right now from then?
I feel like I was growing up, so I was naturally evolving, so that kind of helped my sound evolve. So when I was 13, I was listening to Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Cassidy the Hustler, Meek Mill type shit. And then as I grew up, the sound changed, so what I like changed, so how I sound changed. You know what I mean? It's kind of just a natural progression type shit.
So you started as a kid too again. So like, of course you thought it was easy just to go to the studio and make a rap, but then you start to learn the business about the music aspect and shit. Like we see you doing shows with J.I. and P&B Rock and a couple other people, even the Griselda team. You feel me? How did you go about? All right, so now is this shit not just gonna boom on the internet? I gotta be outside a little bit. How did you go about that? Cause I feel like a lot of people like they want to do shows, but they don't know how to go about it. They don't know how to go contact the next person or how talk about your networking skills, bro.
You gotta first of all. Once I realized, okay, this is a business, I started studying the business. Right. So, like, you gotta do your homework. I started going back and watching interviews of not just rappers, but they managers or CEOs of labels, or like Leo Cohen interviews or Russell Wilson interviews, or Russell Wilson interviews, shit like that. So you gotta know what you're looking for, type shit. You know what I mean? So once you realize it's a business, then you gotta study the business and learn the business. And then you gotta adapt it to the new age because we're not in their time no more. Right. So like, it's I don't want to say it's simpler than people make it to be, but it's not really that hard. Like if it's a show going on in your city, Google the show. 9 times out of 10, the promoter gonna be right there on the flyer. Instagram the promoter. Now you in contact with who's putting together the show. Right. Figure out what you got to do to get on there. If it don't work that time, at least you know who you is now. Right. It's not really like it's. How do you go about approaching it? Like, what's your budget? Like, okay, every time there's an artist that comes to the town, I want to be able to be on that flyer. How do you go about that? Like, how do you budget it out? Do you got a team behind you? Like, talk about shit like that. That depends too. It depends on who you are as a person, who they are as a person, what they looking for, and what you look like. It got to be a mutual benefit. It's not always money. Right. It could be selling tickets. It could be you could just. If you build your buzz and you have some kind of demand, like how I did it, I've been doing the littler shows since I was like 16. We used to go to Stamps and throw shows every other weekend, doing the little like the showcases that come around. You got to do all that. Right. You can't just jump from, okay, I went to the studio one time. I made this song. I put the song out. Now I should be opening for major artists. Now you got to go do showcases. You got to find, try to look for managers in your area. It's like everybody's not just a rapper. Sometimes it's look for the promoters in your area. Reach out to them. Let them know who you are. Yo, I make music. We from the same town. Boom, boom, boom. Some niggas will reach their hand out. You know what I mean? Right.
And I know it's one thing to just to open up for shows and shit, like doing that shit, because you feel me, you could stay in your city and just reach out and have connections with
And that's a beautiful way to build fans. That's how I built a lot of my fan base.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Now, talk about how you end up on the tour with Griselda, because it's one thing to do open up, you feel me, they come to your city, you do one show. But how the hell do you end up on the tour? Like, how do you even, like, especially as an up-and-coming artist, that's like, I feel that's the best thing you could do, bro.
Exactly.
Get on the tour with artists, because now you're going city to city with them, and now you got a chance to appeal to the people, because they already come here for artists.
Exactly.
So how'd you go about getting on that tour? Like, you know, a lot of people want to be like, okay, if I was to go on tour with this person, it might make sense, or talk about that, bro.
Well, like I was saying, like, it's simple mathematics, but it's not the same equation every time type shit, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, what works for one person ain't gonna work for the other person.
That's a fact.
How you got your break might not be how I get my break.
Right.
But as long as you keep putting the work in, shit gonna work. So, what happened originally was, Benny came to Rapids in Niagara Falls, which is like our theater where in our small city type shit, you know what I mean? So Benny came there, boom, we got the opportunity to open there. We did our thing there, reaching out, talking to people, boom, boom, boom.
So did you reach out to Benny the Butcher or people on his team? Because, you know, people always be reaching out to rappers.
See, that's where niggas fuck up. That's what I be trying to explain to you. Like, okay, if you know, let's just use Benny for example. If you know Benny's the rapper,
right,
and you know he got an entourage of niggas, it's niggas that move with him, it's niggas that be around, it's BSF niggas, it's, you know what I mean? So, fucking find out who's around, reach out to somebody, find a manager, who does the bookings, who books the features.
Right.
Reach out to them, say, yo, I see y'all coming to my city, boom, 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 I got a little buzz here, figure it out.
Right.
Try to work something out with somebody. Prove yourself, and then get your foot in the door. That's pretty much what happened. They came to our city, they came to Niagara Falls, you know what I mean, it's right across the fucking bridge.
Right.
They came to Niagara Falls, we opened up, we did good, we made a little mutual relationship, found out Conway was going on tour. They had an opening slot for the whole tour. We got on there.
And how'd you go about finding out? But was it just by having connections with people on the team?
Yeah, just being
or was it the internet?
Just making
connections.
Yeah, what you call it? Networking. Just networking backstage type shit. Once you get your foot in the door, you can't just be the guy in the corner standing there. Nobody's gonna walk up to you like, hey, who are you?
Right.
You gotta, if you a rapper, tell these niggas you're a rapper. You gotta be disgustingly confident in yourself. Like, if you're not confident in you, why the fuck should he be?
Nah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I like that you said that, because you feel me? I feel like a lot of times people like, all right, say for instance, let's say Lil Baby, you feel me? Lil Baby is one of the best rappers in the industry right now, you feel me?
Right.
People feel like, oh, I gotta contact Lil Baby the whole time. You probably not gonna get in contact with Lil Baby unless you got the certain right money, or two is probably hard as a bitch to even get next to him. Then he got artists in the 4PF roster that's probably up and coming. Build a bond with them. It's not no fake shit, but you feel me? Build a bond with them.
Exactly. It's not on fake shit. It's on some trying to build and make a relationship type shit. Like, if you trying to get in the business, that's how you get in the business. Baby got so much shit going on. You funny as hell. You think that email and Baby bio is really him. He go to his mail and that's his email. That's not, bruh. Go to his bio. 9 times out of 10, it's a link to somebody else there. Right. Click on him. It's probably Sid. I ain't gonna hold you. Me and Sid get them things for the low. You know who the fuck I'm talking about. Like, it's niggas around. If you listen to the songs, you could be like, let me find out who the fuck that is.
Right.
Go find that nigga, DM him. Yo, I got a couple, whatever. We trying to do whatever. Them niggas gonna fuck with you. They ain't got blue checks and shit. They got maybe 40,000 followers. They look at their DMs.
Right.
This nigga got what, 9 million followers? He don't look at his fucking DMs. And if he do, it's all blue checks in there.
Right.
Come on, you gotta think business.
It's simple math.
Exactly. It's mathematics.
So let me ask you this, right? I ain't gonna lie, the way Conway rap is kind of different from how you rap. You feel me?
Facts.
Why did you feel like it made sense for you going on that tour? Because sometimes the fan appealing doesn't always make sense. So talk about that.
Well, I mean, a lot of people act like you can only be a fan of one thing.
Nah, that's a fact. That's true. That's
like niggas listen to Baby and niggas listen to 50 Cent. Niggas listen to different shit. So you could be some niggas are just a fan of music, and you gotta realize when they coming out to the shows, they looking for just entertainment. Like they don't necessarily want to hear the same shit all night. Anyway.
Right, they want to see different.
So they want to be entertained. As long as you entertaining them, they gonna gravitate to it. And a lot of people have like some kind of misconstruement. Like you go to a BSF show, it's just 100 niggas in there.
Boom bap rapping.
with 3X Yankee jackets on and big ass fitteds, like they in there, but young niggas come out to the shows too. Young niggas like that music too. Y'all act like they wouldn't be this big if young niggas didn't listen to them too type shit, you know what I mean?
Nah.
So they got a broad audience. So I felt like I know who I am and I know what I do and I could appeal to what they bring, you know what I mean?
So talk about going on tour with them. How was it? Like you did the first tour in America with them, right? And
specifically I went on the Canadian tour with Conway with Drumworks.
Conway. So talk about that. Talk about how that was for you, bro.
That shit was beautiful. I mean, it was nice to just see a whole nother country, a whole nother side. It's just different going to these different cities. People speaking French. driving through cities, all the street signs is French. Shit was crazy. So it's just different.
Right. So talk about like, all right, so you feel me? They coming for Conway, right? But then you're opening. How were you able to capture their attention or capture the little buzz that draws the crowd into that makes them fuck with you? Because not only are you performing, they just watching. I see people really like when you go to the thing. They trying to touch you like you're a celebrity. You feel me? So talk about how you able to build that gap. They might not know who you was before the show,
right?
But when you lead, they are fans. They looking you up on Instagram. They try to get next to you. They take a picture. Talk about how you able to break that barrier.
Well, like I said before, you got to be disgustingly confident. When you walk out on that stage, you got to feel like I'm that nigga. Because if you don't, you got to exude that. Because they going to give you back that same energy. You up there timid, they going to be like, this nigga scared. Look at this nigga up here scared in front of all these people. But if you walk out there like, I done did this before, I know I'm supposed to be here, then people going to react to you like they supposed to. And like I said, I'm confident in myself, so I know what I was going to do. And at the same time, it's like I said, it's a good, diverse crowd in there. It's young niggas in there. It's bitches in there, it's white people, it's black people, it's Asians, they around. Like, it's not, they in there to bob, they want to hear good music. At the end of the day, they came to be entertained tonight.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? They ain't just, like, they came for Conway, but they know it's a show. Anytime you go to a show, you know it's openers, it's other people on the tour, it's probably going to be some local openers.
Right.
And that helps, too, when we officially on the tour. Shout out my dog, DJ T. He know what the fuck going on. He, Conway official DJ, he did our whole set for us the whole tour.
Right.
So that helps, too, being like locked in, connected. So we already got some respect from the crowd. When they announced like, all right, bet the tour's starting. Here go the first act type shit. Right.
Did you get to talk to Conway during the tour? Did he give you any advice during the tour? Or?
We ain't have no deep talks, but we was mingling. We got around. We know who each other are type shit. Like we talk.
That's fine. That's fine. I know we've been talking a lot about tours and networking and shit. You feel me? Let's talk a little bit about your music, right?
Good.
So you just dropped you dropped 2 projects within the last 2 years. I want to say, right?
Yeah.
Apple Music at least. You feel me? What would you say was like the difference between the first one you dropped? I can't remember the name off the top, and then the second one you dropped.
Well, I got Still Trapping, which is just the deluxe. Which is just the deluxe to Get Rich or Die Trapping. You got 2 more songs on there. Right. And then before that, what the fuck was the tape name before that? I ain't gonna hold you.
I gotta look it up again.
I know the
Viral.
Yeah, Viral was the album before that. Okay, yeah. And then between those, I got a couple EPs, but they just like 6-track jumps, but they not bad neither. Check all that shit out. Right. But anyways, like last summer when I dropped Viral, I think it was 2 summers ago almost now, with this fucking COVID shit going on. When I dropped Viral, it was just because COVID was just starting, so I was going off the COVID shit. It's like a double meaning. Viral, like the COVID shit was going on, and viral, like viral on the internet. You know what I mean? A lot of people ain't catch that, but that's what's the meaning of the tape. And then when I was making that, it was just a whole lot of New York City influence.
Yeah, I seen it. Definitely see you trying out the drill shit.
I was fucking with Yamaka. He used to make beats for Pop. That's why if you listen to Viral, when Pop voices on there, I didn't do that. That's Yamaka. Yeah, that's Yamaka's like tag. So I was fucking with Yamaka from overseas. Shout out Yamaka. And fucking with a couple other like UK producers, just trying to capture, you know, the city drill, because we not that far away. That shit influenced us. Everything from New York City influence upstate is right there. Right. So that's pretty much what I was doing, trying to capture the new New York. Right. Some new New York type shit.
Would you say like that's the way you try and push right now, the drill sound, like that's the crowd you trying to appeal to?
Yeah, I mean, basically just the New York sound, because like not just fully 100% drill, because I do my soft
shit
you did.
Too. Everything was drill. Yeah.
I got the EP Survivor's Remorse. That's like slower shit, more like A Boogie J.I. type shit. You know what I mean? More singy type shit. But I'm just trying to appeal to really the younger New York crowd, because New York is having a wave right now, whether it be Favi or J.I. or TJ dropping again, you know what I mean? Right. Fucking little TJ back out here. It's shit going on.
Nah, that's a fact.
So I feel like why not just, I'm right here. I can just involve myself in that whole New York wave.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I ain't gonna lie, you don't necessarily just be talking about that shit they be talking about. Like, you be using that type of beats, but I would say it sound different type shit. You might say here and there, you feel me, right? And being that shit, you be talking about what's kind of going on in your life, right?
I'm definitely not like jacking. I'm definitely putting my own spin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You like, you're not talking about fuck the odds from the block. You're not talking about that.
Exactly. It's not too much of that.
You feel me? And me actually, we talk about your life and shit. And we just seen recently like a lot of lyrics was getting used like to like throw people away in the jail and shit like that.
Free YSL, that shit crazy.
Free YSL, you feel me? But then Jay-Z, a law that went through today, or a bill that went through this morning, was in New York City, they won't be able to use your lyrics in the courtroom. You feel me? That. So talk about how you feel about that.
I mean, I feel like it should have been like that. Like I said, if this supposed to be entertainment, y'all don't charge Robert De Niro with shit. That nigga is the biggest mobster in the world. Right. Like, if we supposed to be entertainers at the end of the day, how you gonna expect you to entertain? You ask us to entertain you, and then we sell it, entertain you, and then you use the same entertainment
to throw us away.
Exactly. That shit don't make no sense. So it's like they damn near trying to make it the same thing as the drug game. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? You get to the top, and then they use what you done did against you.
Right.
How the fuck is nigga supposed to get out? So that's a beautiful thing that Jay did that.
Right. And talk about the YSL situation, right? And it seems like for every situation when it comes to Rico or whatever it can be, they always make the rapper like the kingpin, the front line. You feel me? Talk about does that kind of scare you type shit? Cause your people got shit going around and you just be around and they just try to throw you in. They just try to throw you in the fire, kind of like. Does that kind of scare you? Does that make you be like, oh, I gotta separate from who I hang with, type shit like?
I mean, not to talk about their case specifically. All them niggas is innocent, freedom. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on. But as far as niggas around me doing shit, niggas supposed to know, like, if you gonna be doing that shit, you gotta keep it. I'm gonna have to love you from a distance, like, cause I can't sacrifice what the fuck I got going on. I got a kid, nigga. I got a life. My mama need me. I'm not about to. I'm not about to put you in a position to put me in that position type shit. Even if I know you that type of nigga, then you can't. I gotta make sure you eating right with us, or you can't eat with us. Right. Like, I can't just feed you and let you go off on your own if I know you might be that type of nigga and you wearing our chains and shit. They using these niggas' jewelry against them. Yeah, they got the YSL chains. Like, look, he owns a YSL. Nah, we're not doing that, bro. So everything niggas gotta be on payroll. Shit gotta be laid out 100% on paperwork. Cause like, you see, you get 30, 40 deep. He not these niggas' daddies. What is he supposed to do? Ride with everybody in their back seat? So like, you don't know what they doing. Nigga come ask for 10 bands. For his mama, he give him 10 bands. He would do some other shit, nigga.
That's not. He couldn't stop that type shit from me.
Shit crazy.
and with situations like that, right? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you seen the No Limit Cairo interview. That's your Herb guy.
Yeah. I seen that shit. I seen that shit.
Say when you make it, right? What I feel like, even I just did an interview with G Money brother. That's Fredo Bang people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they be feeling like the rappers are supposed to do certain shit for the neighborhood. They're supposed to like look out for certain. How do you feel about that? Like, what are rappers supposed to do when they make it? Especially if they like kind of cutting ties. Are they supposed to still put money in the hood? Like, what do you feel like?
I feel like that depends. Like, okay, let's keep it a being. Niggas in the streets all day. Niggas with their gang all day. Right. Y'all niggas outside. All y'all niggas is street niggas. You still got your mama. You love your mama. You still got your bitch, you still got your kids, you still got your immediate family. I don't care how long you been in them damn streets. You get 100,000, you gonna give some to your mama or you gonna give some to the nigga standing outside with you. Like, you could lie all day. Right. But nigga, I'm taking care of my jit. Fuck is you talking about? That's a fact. Me and my kid is getting the fuck out of here. So if you wanna be a nigga in the streets all day, then go do that. Or if you wanna come and fucking help make sure my rider is good and walk in the club before I get there, like, niggas gotta play their position. Some niggas wanna be the nigga. Right. Everybody can't be the nigga. Right. I need a nigga to drive. I need a nigga to go get his gun license in every single state. Right. So he can gotta have a role in that team, and then he gotta drive everywhere and meet me. Right. I need a nigga to, you know what I mean? I need a nigga to make sure I got the weed everywhere. We need niggas. We need security. We need somebody to talk to all the promoters, because I'm not doing that shit. We need somebody to book all the hotels, and they get paid handsomely. These niggas is wearing rollies. We bust down. We all good. Right. But you gotta play your fucking position.
Nah, that's a fact.
If you want to just come around every 6 months and get 20,000 and go back to the hood with it, that's not fucking happening. Sorry, it's not happening.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That shit don't make sense at the end of the day.
Nah, that's a fact. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're the first rapper I ever had from Niagara Falls on my channel, right? Facts. So, like, for the people that don't know what's going on in Niagara Falls, I don't know if there's any other Niagara Falls interviews out there. Am I mistaken? I don't think so.
I can't. Not off the top of my head.
Think. So what's going on in Niagara Falls? Like, what's going on with the music scene? Because, like, you might be the first person that ever spoke on the music scene ever from Niagara Falls.
I mean, we got a couple niggas. Everybody doing their thing.
Like, shout out. Let me know what's going on. Because I ain't gonna lie. I really thought you was from Buffalo. So you feel me? So
see, a lot of niggas think that.
Because, and that's because you be networking, though. Like, you feel me? You taking that extra step.
That's where the business is, though. I ain't gonna hold you. We really, like, niggas. This niggas working in Niagara Falls. And there's a couple niggas doing their thing. We all, you know what I mean, trying to come up. But it ain't no infrastructure. It ain't nobody that's like backing, that can come in and back nobody, or it ain't nobody that's like putting niggas up to the forefront. Right. It ain't no promoters throwing shows. Like, Rochester got, y'all niggas got promoters. Right. Like, those shows, Buffalo, they got different group entities of niggas that bring a rapper to the town specifically for they niggas to meet him and open up for him. Right. Shit. It ain't no niggas like that in Niagara Falls. So like, everybody working, we all doing our thing, but really the business in Buffalo. Though.
Shout out some artists from Niagara Falls.
We got a couple. Well, shout out my boy Docs. First of all, we pretty much label mates. He went on tour with me. Right. So it was me and him on the tour. Shit, who else we got? We got Luck. He just put out Casa Take the Blunt. We got Casa's a DJ from the Falls. He really one of our main like DJs. He got his own little house studio, but that shit was big for us growing up. I ain't gonna hold you. We got who else we got from the Falls? Docs. We got Kiss. He finna put out his tape soon. He said. We got it's mad niggas.
It's mad niggas.
Yeah, but everybody like.
Would you say diverse or separate? Like, is it together? What's going on out there?
Nah, it's a whole lot of. I mean, some of the young niggas got some shit going on. It's
mad shit, but it's mad.
it's clicked up. That's what it is. It's
Right.
clicked up. Some niggas got their own little cliques.
Right.
But that shit make it brutal because
Right.
niggas don't be trying to work and that shit be going on. And it's like, bro, that's why I really just go to Buff and fuck with niggas out here because it's less of, niggas got their own shit going on, but they keep that shit behind closed doors.
Right.
I'm not trying to. I make a song with a nigga now. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? I'm not. Fuck all that.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire. So you said like Niagara Fall is emerging, but it's like everybody kind of clicked up type shit. Everybody doing their own thing.
Right. Everybody trying to like emerge, but I feel like some niggas not taking it serious, and some niggas got the potential, and got the drive. But like I said, don't be no infrastructure, and some niggas don't know how to get out, and some niggas like it be some niggas with the talent don't have the work ethic. The nigga with the work ethic can't get it out. I'm like it's just a cycle type shit. Yeah, and it ain't no. Like I said, we only got really one venue, which is Rapids, and rappers barely come there. Like when Benny came there, that shit was huge.
Right.
Other than that, we don't got no studios in the town that's like actual studios. We don't got no like shit like this so we can do something like this.
Right.
We don't got no people like you that's like
doing interviews,
media.
Blogs,
yeah, everybody want to be a rapper. I'm like, we don't have no media. We don't have no nothing like no infrastructure. We have nobody throwing shows. Rappers don't come to the town.
Right.
Like rappers come to Buffalo, come to the town, look at the falls, and leave. I'm like, damn, that shit crazy. So like Meg Thee Stallion came to our city, came to Niagara Falls, looked at the falls, and left. I'm like, she obviously could have thrown a show here, but we don't have no fucking infrastructure.
Nah, that's crazy. It's crazy. But what about like food places and shit? Like, do y'all got any like what? If I was a tourist, right? What would you recommend me to go see in Niagara Falls? I don't think I've been there probably once, but I was just driving through for real.
Well, a lot of people ain't seen the falls. Should go see the falls. I ain't gonna downplay it like it's not nothing. It's still the falls.
I mean, like you talk about as far as the entertainment side though.
Shit. As far as entertainment.
No, I'm saying like besides the entertainment side, like.
Oh, besides okay.
Like what food places y'all eat at? What's going on out there?
I be fucking with damn, what's the shit called? What's the shit uptown Ewing shit, Chris shit? You know what I'm talking about? Damn, I forgot the name of the shit. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a couple, but like should be going in and out so much. It's not really no places that's like been around that's still around. It's food places that come and then they go.
Right.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's like the place that been around the most is Ventures in the hood.
Right.
That's probably the biggest place, but that shit in the hood, so it's like, you know what I mean, hit and miss.
Right. So Niagara Falls is kind of like some like low key spot type shit.
Yeah, it's some low key shit, but it's like the pizza. Anywhere you get pizza or wings is probably gonna be good 9 times out of 10.
Right.
You know, we Buffalo right there, so we know what the fuck we doing with the wings and shit. But as far as like hood classic type places, we ain't got no places like that.
Nah, I definitely respect that, but I feel like I gotta come out there, see what's kind of going on out there, pull up to where you at type shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean it's the same shit. It's another hood. It's not really. We don't have no like somewhere we could just, you know what I mean. It ain't no mass meeting spot where niggas just kick it at. Cause every time something like that happened, the city's so small, so something happened there and it'd be so big. You know what I mean? Like the carnival used to come to the parking lot, and then shit started happening. The carnival started getting shorter and shorter, and then they just stopped doing it.
Right. I definitely feel that. Being that you guys are like 30 minutes away from Buffalo, right? Unfortunately, we just had a mass shooting type shit in Buffalo, like where 10 people were killed. How does it feel like? Cause I'm like, we are an hour away. That shit kind of hit a little bit more home for me type shit, being like, yo, he could have stopped that Rochester type shit at one point in time. How do you feel about it? How you take that, being that that's 30 minutes away from y'all?
I feel like that shit was crazy because Buddy drove, they say more than 3 hours, so it's like he knew where he was going, but he could have picked anywhere type shit if he had that much whatever in him. Right. But still, that shit was crazy. RIP everybody. RIP. You know what I mean? That shit was disgusting.
Does that kind of make you like want to move different, some type of way? Like, does it feel like? Do you feel like New York State should give a more like everybody should be able to carry weapons around here? Like, what's your take?
I feel like I feel like the gun law shit should be flat across the map. That's how I feel about that.
I'm
not gonna say we should or we shouldn't,
right?
But like I should not. What I shouldn't be able to do is drive 4 hours and buy a gun at a pawn shop. But here it take me 2 weeks.
Right.
That shouldn't be possible.
Right.
Like that shit is weird. You could drive once you drive across state lines somewhere, it should get way different.
Right.
If we gonna have the gun laws somewhere, we should have them like flat. Cause this nigga drove 3 hours from somewhere where he was allowed to have that AR to where he knew nobody in that tops was gonna be able to have nothing on him.
Exactly.
So it's like we need to flatten that shit out. A nigga shouldn't be able to drive 8 hours with his fucking AK-47 that he bought at the pawn shop, and that shit like no one else has one.
Nah, I definitely agree because now it's like it's his advantage versus everybody else.
Exactly.
You feel me?
If we gonna make this shit fair, we gotta make this shit fair across the board. Either everybody can have them or nobody can have them.
Nah, that's 100%. I definitely agree with you. But yeah, I didn't want to speak on that because that was a little touchy situation that just happened recently.
Yeah, like I said, that shit was disgusting. R.I.P. everybody.
R.I.P. everybody. That's a fact. So I ain't gonna lie. Let's get a little bit back to the music, right? What's your plan for the rest of 2022, bro?
Okay, 2022. Let's see. This summer, I'm gonna drop all singles. I'm thinking singles and videos. Tap in with some features. If niggas looking for features, tap in with me. Get a couple bigger features towards the end of the summer, and then put out a nice fall tape. Push that probably to the end of the year. Put out some more videos type shit. Looking to do some more content. I gotta find like more. I gotta get more involved with that like Instagram videos type shit. I might do like some freestyle type shit.
Right.
I'm just looking to pump out more content this summer for sure. And, I'm always looking for shows. I'm always doing shows.
Right.
You know what the fuck.
I see you doing a lot of shows in Buffalo. Can we see you doing shows like? Do you be working with Buffalo rappers out there? Or?
Yeah. I got a couple features coming out with a couple Buffalo rappers. I ain't gonna say no names because you know how it be. Sometimes shit don't come out sometimes. But the Buffalo definitely accept me.
Right.
They network with me. And I didn't put in my pain. I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't put in my work. I done did fucking 10 shows in Buffalo.
Right. They kind of embrace you like you one of theirs at this point.
Yeah, at this point, I ain't gonna hold you. That's not like I forced them to,
No,
but it's like
it is what it is.
I'm here type shit.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, there's this one rapper from Hudson, but you know Hudson and Albany kind of close to each other.
Mm-hmm.
When I put he was from Albany, they was like he not from Hudson, he not from Hudson. I mean he not from Albany, he not from Albany.
Yeah,
but when I put you was from Buffalo, cause this whole time nobody said, nobody disagreed.
Yeah, a lot of people think the same thing. I ain't gonna hold you. And I don't have no problem with that. It's not like a big, huge thing to me.
Yeah.
I say I'm from Niagara Fall, but if somebody say I'm from Buffalo, I don't like jump out the window type shit.
Nah, that's a fact. But we about to wrap it up. Let people know your social media and shit, how they can get in contact with you and shit like that.
Everywhere on social media is _STEEZE. I'm _Steeze. That's Instagram and Twitter. Right. My Facebook is Big Steeze. Steeze Vincent.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Steeze Vincent.
Yeah, Steeze Vincent. Cause I had my artist page, but that should be too much. So I just be using my fucking Steeze Vincent page. And then that's pretty much it. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. My TikTok don't really be busting, but I need to get that bitch back right. I'm pretty sure it's Big Steeze 716. So follow me on there too.
Oh yeah, y'all got a 716 area code too?
Yeah. We 716.
Okay.
That's what I be telling niggas. Like 716 in the building, nigga. I'm from the 716. That's why, like when I go on stage, I say 716 in the building. So a lot of people just assume, oh, you from Buffalo.
Right.
But nah, I'm 716. It's Niagara Falls. That's what I'm saying. We right there. Like it's not. It's in the area code. Nigga. The numbers is the same.
Right. Man, shout out BestsPointOfViewTV for the interview, bro.
Shout out BestsPointOfViewTV for the interview. Big Steeze in the motherfucking building. Niagara Falls, New York. East Side specifically. You know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, we out.
Yes, sir.
Check it. Trials and tribulations, I'm just trying to live my life, hoping I make the right decisions, cause I wanna live it right. I remember nights, no sleep, feeling weaker than 7 days. Now I'm using my clever ways to make sure my songs getting played. But these niggas doubt me, they think I'm not gonna make it. But soon I'm gonna be rich and happy, that girl getting naked. I promise you I'm the best, Supreme Nakshi. I'm on the rise, smoking dope and I'm getting high. Spirit, she floating to the sky. I wonder, is they gon' think I'm a joke because